What's good, everybody? This your boy John has the conversations. Our NFL weekly recap, recapping week 13 of the NFL. It's your boy John in the building. Got my dog PG.
Europe.
Yes, sir. PG, you want to say something to the people?
Man, welcome back. Welcome back. Hopefully you had a safe weekend. Take tomorrow.
There we go. My bad, PG. I couldn't even hear you. But I know you said something to the folks. Had to get that adjusted real quick.
Turn that down. Got this Laker game in the back. All right.
What's up with the Lakers, man? I see
Hey, getting back
Anthony
right.
Davis been going crazy.
Yeah, we're getting back right. Getting back right. We're still like a piece away, but they playing better.
Yeah, I see he dropped a 55 piece
Yeah,
on
he been eating. He
yeah,
he had a 55 piece. He been averaging like 36 points a game, 15 boards. He been smacking.
that's the AD they be worried about right there. When he play like
Yeah,
that, that's what everybody was expecting when he signed with the Lakers.
facts. He just got to stay healthy on the court. If you stay on the court, yeah, it's on.
Yeah, yeah. It's and they. I'm sure he hear everything, but he know he can
Hmm.
go off like that. You feel me?
Yeah,
Go off, but
he
as
left
long
this game.
yeah, he what?
He left this game. He got the flu. They said he's sick, little
Uh,
baby. But they would say that right after he called out Charles Barkley about calling him street clothes.
But
So he's like, he said he'd been balling because he's been tired of him calling him street clothes. But
it's
then the nigga go out the game, man. But shout out to Big Bark.
yeah, man. He gonna them old heads, bro. They always got something to say for sure.
Here, Tori.
I had to catch up on the Laker highlights, man. Cause I ain't been
Hmm.
paying attention, so I had to.
Here, Tori.
All right,
Ooh.
it's late. It's already 6 o'clock, so
On me, it's already 6. Yeah, let's get up.
we gonna pick the hottest ones. All right, real quick, Buffalo beat the New England Patriots 24-10. Josh Allen went 22 for 33, 223 yards, two touchdowns, zero interceptions. Cook had 14 carries for 64. Singletary had 13 for 51. Diggs had seven receptions for 92. McKenzie had five for 44. Uh, Defense had one sack. Not too bad. What the Patriots do? Mac Jones went 22 for 36, 195 yards in the TD. Stevenson had 10 carries for 54. Mac Jones had three for seven. Jones had two receptions for 51 yards in the TD. Thornton had two for 31. Two sacks. Chalk had 10 tackles. He did his thing. Uh, but yeah, more or less same thing for the Patriots and the
That
Bills.
that division gonna come down to the the Dolphins and the damn Bills. But that's a good win for the Bills. They did they what they were supposed to do. So
Hmm.
they,
Let's see what the Dolphins. Let's see what the Dolphins did.
yes, sir. You know who they played.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
them.
yeah.
Hmm.
Niners, man,
Yes, sir.
33-17. Let's see.
On they hands.
Jimmy G got hurt that game, right? Or did
Yeah,
he?
he ain't out for the year though.
Oh, okay, yeah. Jimmy G, he must have.
Brock Purdy was balling.
Yeah, man, he went 25 for 37, 210 yards, two touchdowns, one interception.
They was
He
blitzing the shit out of him too.
that's your backup. That's your third string right there.
Third string. Yep.
Beat Tua, huh?
Tua shit. I'm telling you, Bosa. I wish Cameron was back on here. I'm telling you, Bosa is the defensive player of the year.
Mm.
Uh, and the boy, he got 3 sacks. But he had like fucking, I think he had like 9 hurries. He's beasting it. And we just got Eric Armstead back, so man, the defense is there. Defense is tough right now, and they only scored the first play of the game off of the 75 yards to Sherfield. Then after that, and then it was a busted coverage to Tyreek Hill once, but after that, we was holding him the whole game, every down. To his look, he was tap dancing. You know how that goes. So
Yeah.
the defense tough though, but the offense, man, I think Brock. Everybody, I was saying I wouldn't mind if we had Baker, but I'm glad that we didn't go get him because since Jimmy G could come back in 8 weeks, that'd just be the second round of the playoffs type thing. So shit. But Brock looked like he could do everything that Jimmy could do. Like, so I mean, to keep it funky. So it ain't he could just move a little bit more than Jimmy. But if they Kyle Shanahan run the ball, we should be straight. We still nobody still don't want to see us, especially now.
Christian McCaffrey had 17 carries for 66 yards. Mason had 8 for 51. McCaffrey also had 8
Bees
receptions for 80 yards in a TD. Samuel had 6 receptions for 58. Yeah, so
running over.
offense did their thing. Let's see. So I assume Shanahan must have he must have called a good game. What you think about
Man.
Jimmy?
Oh yeah, Shanahan, his play calling. I wish he'd coach like that all the time because it's like when Jimmy G got hurt, he took the reins off of Brock Purdy. Like he was calling calls that he wouldn't have called with Jimmy G. And see Brock, he's young, but he got hard anyway. I watched him 4 years at Iowa State. He's always had the top tier running back though. He had that David Montgomery, and then he had Brees Hall, whichever one how you want to say it. That's with the Jets. That was his running back too. But he's nice. He's Brock is he's good, and that's how deep the damn draft is now. Is like the seventh round Mister Irrelevant. He's got to play. I don't know if we need a new damn strength coordinator. I'm really pissed off as the offensive line because this is the second damn quarterback that got hurt. Like damn it. So that's why I was like about signing Baker or picking up another quarterback because you don't know if Brock not gonna get hurt because they was blitzing the shit out of him now. So I mean with that going on. But besides that, I like Kyle and the unsung hero Brian Greasy. That's the quarterback coach, and just like Fred Warner said, Brock Purdy's been going against the number one defense for 13 weeks. So he's been running scout teams. So he's been going against them. So hey, he ready. He ain't no. So hey, long as Debo keep. There's we got to find the medium between McCaffrey and Debo. Like we don't need to overuse either one of them. But see, this game with Mason running like that from Georgia Tech, they was running the triple options and options anyway, so he could run. We could move McCaffrey out to the slot, and he does more receiver. So that's where he does his damage for this at. So it's going to be good.
Hell yeah, Niners for real for sure. Especially they keep playing like that. We'll see Jimmy G come back. Uh,
Man.
you feel me? Like you said, he'll come around for the playoffs. See what they do. But
Mm-hmm.
hopefully, well, it seems like y'all in good hands, man. With the third string quarterback.
Man, crazy. That's what I'm saying. You're away. Crazy.
Then Tua went 18 for 33, 295 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Mostert had 7 carries for 30 yards. Hill had 9 receptions for 146 in a TD. Uh, Sherfield had 1 for 75 in a TD. All right, Tyreek Hill went crazy. Did his thing as expected. Let's see what else
Mm,
here.
yeah.
Man, Bengals lost. Bengals beat the Chiefs 27-24. Man, Joe Burrow beats P. Mahomes, or yeah, Joe Burrow. Man,
Yeah. Spicy. Hey, they nice. The Bengals, I'm telling you, just like that. That's 3 games in a row, though. You know what I mean? That's 3 games in a row. The Bengals have beat the Chiefs. The AFC is so damn top heavy, but it really comes down to which quarterback has the ball last. I'm afraid of all of that shit. If Josh Allen, Burrow, or even Tua, or even you got Patrick Mahomes, but see, it's still with the Kansas City, man. The damn defense is not that damn good, man. And they were so bad last year that now that they're better than they were last year, that people keep, oh well, they got a chance. Of course, they got a chance, but that defense is ass. It's ass.
it's bad. I'm looking at the the NFL standings right now for the conferences. I'm looking at the AFC. You got Buffalo at the top, Kansas City, Baltimore, Cincinnati right there. So that's the top four.
Yep.
Miami right behind them with the top five. Um, so yeah, it's
Man,
tough.
on a win streak too.
Hmm. And I think who we got down at the bottom, we got Tennessee, the Jets, Patriots, and the Chargers. And then in the NFC, we got Philly, 11-1. We got Minnesota behind them, Dallas, San Francisco, and New York Giants. New York Giants still in the hunt. Oh, we still have to.
Man.
Yeah, but yeah, the Niners sitting right there, 8-4 too. So sitting at the number four spot. So and then Seattle right behind the Giants, and then Washington and Tampa Bay. It could be some interesting matchups.
Man, we play. Niners play Tampa Bay this weekend, so we get to get on their ass. But that what about that Giants, man? The Giants and Washington game,
And with a tie, that was crazy.
man. The coaches, man. That's what I'm saying. The head coach, everybody was giving him. He coaching scared, man. I hate that shit. That looked like watching that game. That shit, but that was a whole bunch of bullshit. So many different chances, and the receivers actually like
Yeah, they had a good.
this. Yeah, the
Mhm.
receivers actually, man.
Yeah, Slayton had 6 receptions for 90 yards. Hodgins had 5 for 44. It's the New York Giants. Bellinger had 5 for 24. Jones had 12 carries for 71. Barkley had 18 for 63. Daniel Jones actually, man, even watching this play, I got to catch the highlights from this one. Man, sometimes he looked good, man. 25 for 31, 200 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. It's like sometimes I see those flashes of what people be saying or what you be talking
Hmm.
about, but then a lot of times I see that mediocrity, and
Hmm.
and
It's
then
the marriage.
yeah, but you know what, man, it reminds me like that consistency, bro, with some of these
Yeah.
quarterbacks, man. That's the difference maker.
Yeah,
And
that's the difference with Patrick Mahomes and them is nigga, he consistent. You know what you're gonna get with them, you know what I mean? Not saying that Daniel Jones don't work hard. I think it has a lot to do with the marriage from the offensive coordinator. That's what I'm saying. It's like
mhm,
He's on some like same shit. Better be hope that it don't happen like with Baker. Because if he lose this year, if y'all lose in the playoffs, people are not going to count this as a good year, which it should be. You know what I
yeah,
mean? It should be a good year, even making the playoffs. But if Daniel Jones loses and gets outdueled in the playoffs, they're going to tell y'all not to sign him. And then he could possibly end up like Baker Mayfield is out here, a top 10 draft pick with nowhere to play,
man,
and he's not had a fair chance. But nigga, you're a professional. The organization, he probably had like 3 or 4 damn coordinators in the last 4 years. Every year he's been there is a new offense. So he's not been comfortable, but I think that's knocked his confidence down too, man. Like Daniel Jones should be feeling like Kirk Cousins. I thought Daniel Jones is the one that be out there and got the little swag to him, especially after that. I think it was like a year or so ago, or maybe even two, when he was ran faster than Lamar Jackson on that damn touchdown run. So like he just got to get his confidence back, and coach got to put it in his hands, man. But it's his first year head coach too. I think was Daboll the offensive coordinator of the Bills before he came.
I got one. Thank you.
honestly, let me see. I want to say he was
I got one. Thank you.
I think he might
Yeah,
be.
Daboll came from the Bills. Yeah,
Well, that sounds about right. That offense for Josh Allen. Finance. I know he went hell of a coach though.
yeah. So he got. I mean, and then y'all still not healthy. Still not healthy. But hey, it's the nitty gritty now, man. It come
Yeah,
down to them last. Who y'all play? The Eagles this week?
yeah. I believe we got the Eagles. Yeah, he did come from the. He did. He was the offensive coordinator over there. But this offense
Yeah,
is a little different. It looks a lot different actually. Which I mean, I ain't mad at. You feel me?
yeah,
You switch it up to your quarterback, which I can appreciate. Uh, I can't be mad at that. And at times the offense looks really good. Yeah, we got the Eagles, so that's gonna be a good one. See what we do. I knew
yeah,
that was gonna be a tough game against Washington, though. I mean, we've been talking about Washington
yeah.
for the last
That
couple
defense,
of years.
yeah. It's the fucking defense, man. And then the offenses when they get like Samuel and Scary Terry on the edge, man, and
Yeah.
nigga Dory Jackson's hurt.
Hmm.
So y'all got a lot of injuries on the back end, and that's where they can hurt you at. Then y'all just got beat up front. But see that fucking, I'm telling you that Washington's D line, they got 4 off first round draft picks. So like that D line is retarded. So shit, yeah, it was y'all had a chance. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why but I was a Giant fan, I'd be pissed because it's like you can't. It's not. It's almost to the point to where you could pinpoint what it is, but somebody just gonna make an excuse. That's all it is. Gonna be, oh, it's his first year or this ain't. But nigga, this is something's not right there. That's it. Like that don't because his talent is there. Daniel Jones is. He should know what this nigga could do by now. This is week 13, bro. This is that simple. He should know what he could do.
Absolutely. Had plenty of time. LT was good.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, man. LT was good. Welcome to the show. LT, my dog. I got my boy Pat in here.
Yo,
My dog Greedy is also in here. We're gonna see if we get his mic on and working. LT, another one of my dogs, man, from Fresno that I met in school during school. So, welcome to the show, bro. Just enjoy yourself, have fun. That's it. We just talking ball. We just wrapping up this Washington Giants game. We're gonna move it along. Uh, let's check out this Lions versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Detroit put up
hmm
40.
the offense plays.
Yeah, man. Um, they beat
I'm a
Jacksonville.
Lions fan.
You care, girl.
Hey,
I
you
like
lying?
them. I like them.
Yeah, then.
Which
No,
which
that's
I
the
like them.
greedy ass.
oh, that's greedy.
Yeah, that's greedy.
The Lions and the Jaguars will never be a top tier organization unless they absolutely clean house and understand that you have to have draft players to play, coaches to coach, and everything else like that. A team, because I believe the Lions and the Jaguars is like expansive teams, so,
Oh,
and they
look,
haven't not hit their pinnacle. I like the Jaguars because of Taylor, running back, and
To my Fred
Jacksonville
Taylor
had
back in the day.
yeah, Freaky Fred. Um,
Yeah.
they had a lot of players that come through, a lot, and it comes to the organization because the players can play. They get paid to play, they can play, but the organization, when it comes to the house, uh, does have an impact on the field.
mm, absolutely. I can feel that. Greedy, you were saying you was like the Jag. What you got to say about their organization? We know big Tom over there, Tom Coughlin.
They're going in the right
Pittsburgh.
direction.
Say it again.
You talking about Lions? Who?
Oh no, I was talking
Jaguars.
about Jacksonville. I was saying their organization, man. What you think is going on over there?
I think they're growing. I see growth from a year from what 3 years ago. I see a lot of growth with the especially with their draft picks, their trades. They're starting to come together as a team now.
Yep, finally got a
You know,
quarterback.
I've been told you guys I'm a fan of T Law.
Mm-hmm.
I like T Law.
Yes,
I think they have a quarterback now. They got and they have a good defense. They're young. They just got to go from here. They got to keep believing,
yes, sir.
Yeah.
keep believing. But I like the Lions. I like the Lions too. I watch Hard Knocks. They're gritty, man. They go. They play for that coach.
The
You know,
Lions, like
they play for that man.
their
Shout out,
offense is nice.
shout out to my dog Greedy, man. He been out for a couple weeks, man. So happy to have you back on, bro. For sure, for sure. Uh,
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
I
Help
do
us
have a question.
handle your pops duties. Go ahead, LT. What's your question?
Um, the question is, do you think the NFL is black owned or white owned?
Woo! That's a good question. I see where
Do
you, I see where you going with that.
what's the question?
Is the NFL black owned or white owned?
Hmm.
That's a good question. I think it's white owned for sure. The
It's
owner
right on for sure. For
for
sure.
sure.
For sure.
They cutting the checks.
When I mean by ownership, I mean, it's a physicality that comes with ownership. You gotta like actions speak louder than words. You know,
Absolutely, absolutely.
Hmm.
I'm trying to figure out. I know it's a certain percentage that the players get of the revenue and the profit,
No, no.
and it's up there. But LT, that's my thing is like we was talking about those expansion teams. You feel me? Let's get two more expansion teams. Let's bring in some black owners. But the thing is, do they want to deal with black owners? Feel me? Do they want us at the table? Do they want us in those owner meetings? You get what I'm saying? Um, do they want people coming in voting different things and going against the grain? I don't think so. I don't think they want to deal with that. They already, they got enough with Jerry
It's,
Jones.
it's possible. It's possible. Jay-Z got a foot. He's, it's possible. He
Absolutely.
has a foot in the
well,
door.
I disagree with that though. I don't think Jay Z got a foot. I don't think anybody got a foot in it when it comes to that industry because um, we're, to me, being a football player, we're basically like Mandingo. We're going, like it's the history. You have to know your history. Yes, it's football, but it's like Mandingo. It's that when I say like black owned, if all black players in any type of sport said, I don't want to do sports no more, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a doctor, I want to be an owner, I want to be this, there would be no sports.
No, I think there will be sports. I think we got to teach. We have to teach our community that sports isn't everything. So sports is your plan B. It's not your plan A.
Sports
So
is
go
your
be a
plan.
lawyer for.
Sports
It's
is
your
your
plan
plan.
B.
Again, like I said with the Mandingo, all our history is known is to use our body, not our mind.
But
Absolutely.
yeah, that's when we. Yeah, that's why we start changing. I think the culture is changing.
The culture's not changing. The only way the culture will change is it comes listening and understanding without doubt and judgment.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, they about the numbers and they about the business. That's the thing. So
Hmm.
they got to bring more players to the table. And right now we got 32 teams. We have to bring in 34. Uh, like Greedy was saying, Jay Z might have a foot in the door. He get in, he come to the table, he'd be an owner. They not trying to let people in. We see how long it took for them to let Michael Jordan get a team. You get what I'm saying? And we know what he did for the NBA. And not only
Hmm.
did it take him a minute for them to even give him a team, look what team they gave him. You get what I'm saying? So ain't nothing going on in Charlotte. You feel me? So, but at the end of the day, you feel me? It's business, so we gotta, have to be patient, get their bread right, and then we can come in and have some type of control.
And sit at the table.
You know what I mean? And again, like you said, we got all the power. So unless we decide that we're gonna put our bread together and buy up some contracts with some of these stadiums and and cut some of these checks for these teams, you feel me? That's what it's gonna be. But we could always go that route, but that's gonna take a community, and that's the hardest part is getting everybody on board. Feel me? Getting everybody on the same playing field. Like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna build together. That's gonna be the hardest part is getting everybody to come together, put their bread up, and get on the same page. Because when it come down to business, it get tough. When it come down to those egos, it get tough. But if
Hmm.
we could take the same model of the NFL, get a commissioner, do it do it the same way. You feel me? But like I said, it, gotta come together. It, Diddy, Jay Z, this person, that person. Everybody got their own brand of alcohol. Ain't nobody come together and put their bread together to make one. You know what I'm saying? Um, when we was talking that this contract that Nike just suspended with Kyrie Irving for 11 mil. What is
Mm.
$11 million? I'm like, at the end of the day, these players can come together and start their own brand if they really wanted to. You know, but
LeBron's trying.
come together. That would be nice. That'd be
He's
nice.
trying. He's trying. He's fighting for Vegas.
There we go. Oh, there we
He's
go.
fighting for Vegas. He been on it.
Yeah, you feel me? Make that happen because we need to see that. These young people need
Right.
to see that. And we already know how some of them feel about us anyway. Saw the Donald Sterling situation with Magic Johnson. They don't want nobody at the games, this and that. So we know what's going on, but we got to put that
Mm-hmm.
bread together. They talking about billions of dollars. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, man, let's see what else going on here. That was a good question though. OT, appreciate that one. We always
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't want to interrupt because I heard what you said, and that's really like what it is now. Is that we do need more uh, black owners, um, black
Facts.
GM,
facts.
somebody with color. I understand that race is now in 2022 uh, more profitable than ever, but we need to understand like why is it more profitable than ever? Why is
Yeah.
when it comes to a person of skin color, it's
Mm,
more profitable. If it comes to sports, entertainment, or whatever,
mm-hmm.
those are the things that I believe that our politicians and everybody else can be talked about. Is that yes, it's pandemics and things that's going on, but racism, that's just that's natural,
Absolutely. And then
Yeah.
and that shouldn't be a
Absolutely.
natural thing.
yeah, and what we got to realize on our end is that we new to this, bro. We new to this, and being new to anything, bro, you got to do your research. You gotta learn the laws of the land. You got to get the fundamentals down. So when we talk about business, not too many people from our communities really know real business. You get what I'm saying? We know the hustle, we know what it takes to.
And I didn't mean to cut you off, but that hustle for me, I don't like that hustle word because we 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 are naturally our hustle. We are naturally do things. We naturally knowing that okay, 2 plus 2 is 4. We're naturally with that. The
Absolutely.
hustle is, I believe, is something that came amongst our generation to where we have to fight for something. We ain't got to fight for something that we already have.
Mm-hmm.
We shouldn't have to, like I said, I don't like the word hustle. We shouldn't have to hustle for something that we already have. We already
But we
know.
but we have to.
Exactly.
That's the realization of it.
Nope. Got to, and we got to learn the game.
That's the realization of it.
Hey, they took the game from us, and they sold it to us. You feel me? But we got to learn it. We got to learn the game. You feel me? Because until we learn the game, until we learn the language, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be hard out here because you competing with people that's been playing the game for hundreds of years. So that's tough. That's tough, especially for us when we try and do it by ourselves, man. So if you out there right now, man, and you got a business, you got a little mom and pop shop, yeah, you gonna do what you got to do every day, but you also got to learn that business side because when you start dealing with people and we start talking about billions of dollars and these large corporations like the NFL and NBA, business. We talking about entertainment, business. Those contracts, oh my bad. Those contracts, we gotta know that language. So we gotta get around it because you gonna sign that paper and you
One
don't know.
second, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Yep.
Real talk. So yeah, man, but I hear you, LT. But that was part of the mission was to keep us illiterate and
Yeah,
uneducated.
and
Oh yeah, for sure. For damn
I
sure.
did my
So
research,
we
man, and I'm a prep school business major, and you know what I'm saying. I know the industry, what they call the evolution industry, when it starts, meaning that trade bonds and everything back in the 1600s, it started because they knew the value of not just a person, but a product.
Mm-hmm.
mhm. You said the value of a product.
The value, not only the value of a person, but the value of a product, because that
Absolutely,
is a product, is a person. And when it
absolutely.
comes to business, that is evolution. That means money. That means, okay, if this person genetics, let's just say in genetics, genes, let's go on that. If this person is naturally family is 6'3", 6 something, and 200 some pounds, that means their kids is gonna be like that too, some way, somehow. That
Yeah,
means
I hear what you're saying.
investment. That
Yeah.
means we're gonna put investment. That's where the contract comes in. That's where they signed.
Mm-hmm.
They knew that we as a culture are profitable
Mm-hmm.
in any way, form, or fashion. The only thing that we don't know is ourselves, that we
Man,
don't know that we're profitable
man.
because we're always thinking of the dollar and not the person.
Mm,
We quick to sign a check,
man,
but slow to understand ourselves.
tell the truth. Tell the truth. That's good right there. All right, all right. Appreciate that, LT. So we
Because in
like
the
to.
NFL, man, I'm a Niner fan, man, and I believe the NFL made so much money, man. There's so many people and so many teams that are prospering, that could prosper. It's a business, and when it comes with a business, you have your ups and downs, you have your stats.
Mm-hmm.
And my main thing is when it comes to the NFL, when it comes to stats and business, these are people that you are using for this business and stats.
Absolutely, and that's.
So when you have like Deshaun Watson coming to his game and the internet is over here blowing up talking about all his accusers at his game,
Mm-hmm.
why y'all not stopping that? Dude is trying to play football. You
That's
got Ben Roethlisberger that was
that's
accused and admitted for raping women in Idaho and in Pittsburgh. Nobody say nothing about that.
tell the truth.
Ben
LT.
Roethlisberger is a rapist,
Oh man, hold on. He said,
and nobody said nothing about that.
"God."
Accused and admitted.
I'm laughing, but it ain't
From
funny.
college to the NFL. Big Ben.
Yeah.
None of his accusers came to the game publicly.
Hmm.
That fool
That's
took a snap and was like, all right, it's cool. I'm good. I can retire a Steeler. Great. Brett Favre took money.
yes, sir.
That's why I love the word hustle because it's we got to continue to hustle to change this shit. It's a hustle, baby. It's a grind. You feel me? It's a
Always.
marathon.
Yo, we'll have to work at it because it ain't. It's going 365. That
But
shit ain't gonna happen
definitely
overnight.
agree with definitely agree with you though. Definitely agree with you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Definitely
Yeah, appreciate that perspective,
for
LT.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's a take. We're gonna put that out there
That's
for you
nice.
too,
Yeah,
because people need to
yeah.
hear that. That's
Hmm.
that's a bar. So we definitely gonna put that out there, man. 'Cause that's another perspective that we don't have. But we know people like Colin Kaepernick was trying to say stuff like that. Different people tried to put that out there.
Hmm.
It's a book out there called the what is it? It's like $50 Million Slave, right? Where they compare football to slavery and different things like that. So a lot of a lot of these roots they come from a lot of the roots in our country can definitely come from that time period of slavery and the inception of this country. So we deal with that every day, but it's a hustle. We got to get out there and get it. Feel me? You got to get around the right people because it's a lot of people out there that'll try to put you on. It's a lot of people out there that'll try to help you if
Hmm.
they see you got a good character and they take a liking to you. Because one thing that I have learned is that people with money want to make more money. You feel me? And successful people want to see other people get successful. So you surround yourself with the right people. Don't care if they black, Latino, whatever the case is. You feel me? They take a liking to you and they successful. Success begets success. You know what I'm saying? So just gotta make sure we putting ourselves in those situations and we represent our people well, because they're not gonna get
Mhm.
those opportunities to us. They're not gonna give them to us all. You feel me? So when we get in that position, we gotta put on. When we get in that position like Kanye, when we get in that position like Jay-Z, we gotta put on and do it right, so that way we can get a next brother opportunity. Because it could
Mhm.
stop with us. They might close the door. They might say, you know what, man, we tired of them Kanyes. We're gonna close the door on all of them. You know what I'm saying? We ain't
Right.
bringing nobody to the table, right? Which
Yeah,
they
because
could.
people
That's what
don't
most.
like
That's
to
what
hear the
most of them
truth.
do already.
They don't like to hear the truth. The
Yeah,
truth is hard to
yeah.
accept.
They,
The lie is easy.
it is. It is. And I won't say necessarily easy, but they just it's that because running any type of business is gonna be difficult. Doing anything is gonna be difficult, but they just didn't have the same obstacles. You feel me? Because we knocking at that door. They don't care. They don't care if we knocking because of the color of our skin. You feel me? If the next person knocking, they might just open that door just to see what's going on because that's just a regular human being. But when it comes to us, we got all these connotations about who we are. We got all these images out there in the media of who we are. So they see us and they think they know who we are. You feel me? Until we open our mouths, until we smile and we crack that shell. You get what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
And that's what it says in the
cause they,
Bible. The Bible says that your word is like your sword. So meaning that it's your weapon. Like anything that come out your mouth
yes, sir.
is a weapon. That means that
Mhm.
you can control
Mhm.
when it comes out your mouth.
Yes, sir. You got to know how to use it though. You feel me? And
Facts.
that's the thing, because everybody
Facts.
ain't
It's,
messing with our culture.
it's, the
Everybody's
tongue is
not messing with
powerful.
that culture. They gonna mess with you then when they see that you
So
feel
you
me?
got to manifest it. You got to speak
So
it.
yeah,
You
that's
feel me? Plant it,
sir,
water it.
sir, yes, sir. And you can create curses, you can create blessings with your tongue and your
I'm trying to
mind.
tell you.
So feel me, you gotta have a positive mind. You feel me? Because I already know
Mhm.
when I get to thinking negative, or when I'm in a rut or a grunt or
Oh man,
whatever the situation, everything gonna
man.
be negative because that's the mind
I
frame
just
I'm in.
look, real quick. I'm telling you. A few days ago, I came home real quick and got hit. Boom, bam, with all type of little problem. Like man, this is crazy. And I felt the negativity. You feel me? But I had to. And
Uh-huh.
we're so. It's like a generational curse. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
We're not taught how to get over that curve right there, how to deal with that. You feel
Uh-huh.
me? With those emotions
Uh-huh.
and those ups and downs. You feel me? We never got counseled for that. You feel me? So I had to sit,
Uh-huh.
literally had to sit back and like, oh, this all this is. Hold on, okay. I know who I am and whose I am. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
I had to tap back in. It's like a generational curse thing like my boy said. We just got to continue to break it, but it's manifesting it. You feel me? Working at it every day, sitting around, sitting at the table with certain people. You feel me? Inside our communities,
Uh-huh.
and where we can and
Yep.
and we got to make a difference where we're at right now. You feel me? So many of us try to make a difference like around the world, and we're only in Little Albany. You feel me? Just for shits and giggles. You feel me? So like so for I tell myself I got to make a difference in Benny. You feel me?
Real talk.
This where I'm at. You feel me?
Real
It's
talk.
where I'm at. I gotta start here. I can't make a difference way somewhere else. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
How that can be possible? I gotta start where I'm at,
Uh-huh.
and I start for all of us. You feel me? So, like our platform. You feel me? Wherever we're at, that's where it started at. That's
Uh-huh.
where we're at. We got to plant the seed, and it's gonna spread.
Yep. Absolutely. LT, man. So I know you talking
Yeah, man.
about
Yeah, I want to shine in on that to piggyback on that, man, because uh, you know me, man. I cook, man. You know what I'm saying? So I know when it comes to being together, man, that's the one thing about our society. I know you talk about sports and everything like that, but that ties into um, we do need to come together, man. One thing that I think uh, President Obama been trying to say and still saying to this day is hope. You have to believe, man. And if you don't, you can see the travesty of everything that goes on if you don't have hope and faith. And that should be
Mm-hmm.
a criteria for everybody with color.
Hmm. Got
Being
to.
together, having faith and hope. Like if we all come
Got to.
together and we all be on one side, one page, yes, human beings are naturally known to disagree with others,
Mhm.
but we are naturally
Mm-hmm.
supposed to feel one another. If a human being is segregated to themselves, they're go crazy. That's not how human beings are supposed to react with other people. They need other people to live and progress and develop into a culture of greatness.
Mm.
And if we
Got
don't
to.
go back to
I'm with that.
the original plan was is to love, hope, harmony for everybody, we are always going to go through the same thing that we're going through now is despair.
Mm. It's hard, bro. It's hard to get onto that collective, man. Because what I'm noticing too, man, is right. We talk about race, right? Even within the black community, we talk about race, but what we don't talk about is class within our community. You feel me? You got people in middle class, and you got people in upper middle class, and you got people up in there that come from households with hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars of income each year. Bro, they don't mess with poor black people. You know what I'm saying? It's middle class black people that don't mess with poor black people. You feel me? They not gonna come to your restaurant because it's over in the hood. We don't go over there. You get what I'm saying? So that's a
Mhm.
that's a that's a whole separate issue that we don't talk about. So getting those people in the room, then you got the educated versus the uneducated. You get what I'm saying? So there's that divide there. You feel me? You got educated people who think they better than people who are uneducated, who think they should be making all decisions. You get what I'm saying? Because they the educated ones. So then you got to get
Mhm.
across that barrier, right? Because at the end of the day, the ones that's going, the ones that are going to do the research, the ones that are going to study the laws, because that's what you need. You need research, you need data. You feel me? If you're going to change some laws, you need research, you need data, right? You need money. So we got to get the educated, we got to get the black folks with money, right? And then we got to get those individuals who do come from poverty, right? But they shining bright and they want to make a difference. And we got to turn it around for everybody, right? But again, like I said, you got that class divide. You got the educated versus the uneducated, or whatever you want to call it. You get what I'm saying? I'm using those words, but there might be a better words for it, better choice of words for it. You feel me? That that's it right there. We got black people who don't mess with gay black people. You feel me? I was part of an organization for black students at the time. Everything was good when we was talking about black student issues. But when that black gay person brought up their issues, we silenced them real quick. Didn't want to hear none of that. You get what I'm saying? So again, we all gotta have love for each other. We all like, and that's goes back to what she's saying, love. You feel me? We all gotta have hope. We gotta bring
Mhm.
that. What we gotta
Mhm.
bring that to our own community. You feel me? We gotta trust our own people. You get what I'm saying? We got to be
Mhm.
able to love on our own
And
people.
our
Right
people
now,
need
we
to
see
trust us too. They got to trust us
yeah,
too. It got to be both ways.
absolutely,
Got to be both ways.
absolutely,
They got to
and,
trust us too. If
and
we're showing them that,
yeah,
we follow you on what
yeah,
you
and,
represent, and I'm gonna help you with that with hope, faith.
yeah,
Got to meet me halfway too.
absolutely, absolutely, and 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 again, it's like you feel me. Don't ain't nothing to be afraid of. You feel me? But we say the main thing is poverty because we all know with poverty comes survival, and we're gonna do whatever we gotta do to survive. You feel me? You in the room with motherfuckers in survival mode. That's not the room to be in. You feel me? Because anything goes for survival. So you feel me? Poverty. That's that's the main thing. Poverty. And here they go in California about to give us potentially all this money for housing discrimination, right? An opportunity for lots of black people to get out of poverty. Feel me? You get out of poverty, it'll change your life. You get what I'm saying? You'll get around some people who can actually look out for you, want to look out for you, and have your best interests at heart. California gonna give out this money. We're gonna see what black people gonna do with it. You feel me? Or are they gonna get it and go right back to poverty? Because if they go right back to poverty, we know what's gonna happen to crime. Got the jackers. You feel me? Got motherfuckers who steal. We got the
Mhm.
people that's, you feel me, getting it however they gotta get it. You feel me? They not hurt nobody. You feel me? Depending on what they doing. But carjackers, whatever the case is. So you gonna- we're gonna be right back at square one, even though they didn't gave us $200,000.
Mhm.
Feel me? You
We've
get what I
seen it
mean? So
before.
and, and we've seen it before. And the coldest part is they're gonna give it to us without educating us. So here
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah,
They're
that's
going
what I
to
was
give.
like. Are you willing to take the money or
Go
the land?
ahead.
That's the- It's like, are
I'm
you
gonna
willing
take
to take the
anything
money?
just to start. We need more. This is just housing discrimination. You feel me? For me. I'll take land. I'll take the money. It don't matter. Just give me something with some value that I could retain. I take the land, I could sell it. I could build some on it. I can do whatever I want. I could take the 200 grand.
That
I can go
that bill
flip
just
it.
passed.
You feel me? Yeah. They still working on it. But that's the number they came up with. And that's like I said, what I would hate for them to do is say, okay, we're gonna give y'all this for housing discrimination, then that's it. Like, nah. Then they can say, okay, well, we paid them. They don't need nah. We need housing discrimination. We need the educational discrimination. So we need to be able to go to school for free and graduate debt free. You feel me? And then can give us that bread so we could really do something with it. You know what I'm saying? We should have opportunities for businesses because again, if you don't participate in business and legit business in America, you're not getting all your benefits as an American. You get what I'm saying? So it's but my thing is again, what what we not doing is educating the people. So if we talking about housing discrimination, show us why that's important. Show us
Hmm.
what can owning an asset do for you. What can owning an investment property do for you? What it could do for your children? What'll happen if you hold on to it for 20, 30 years? You feel me? How can you take that, hold on to it for 20, 30 years and have some left for your children's children? You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna do none of that because what's gonna happen is they're gonna get these monies and to get this money, they're gonna buy these houses and niggas gonna sell grandma house again to the
Man,
Chinese man.
man,
Then we didn't gave y'all niggas this money and you done still sold grandma house to the Chinese man. And here we are. You feel me? But they get to say, hey, we cash y'all out. We cash y'all out and everybody else get to look at us again and say, you see what
hmm,
happens. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like
hmm,
we gotta get on a number one accord. But here's our problem with our community. And I'm sorry because I'm going in right now, is we don't get behind our leaders because everybody
Yeah,
want to be the
I would
leader.
say keep going in because that is the problem with our youth is that they ought to understand. Like, if somebody was to ask me, like, do you want the money or the land? I'm gonna pick the land because I'm a, being educated because I was not educated growing up.
Hmm.
I wasn't
Hmm.
not educated growing up in South Central LA. I wasn't educated. I was
Right.
survival mode. I was in survival mode because you know what I'm saying. I'm a man in the jungle.
Absolutely. The concrete jungle. And
And
why do
now
we
when
need
I
the
got
land?
older, and then when I started getting educated, I knew like I'm not gonna pick the money. I'm gonna pick the land because the land is going to appreciate itself in value later.
Abs- Absolutely.
And
And
see,
then,
we got taught that.
hmm
We never got
and if
taught
we
that.
got the
We always think get the money quick. Money is the root of all evil.
well, you can get the
yeah,
money, but you invest to get the land.
you gotta have a plan with that money. If you just take that
You
money, you ain't
gotta
got
have
no
a plan
plan.
with the money.
Oh, it's gonna
Yeah,
be
and that's the
gone.
problem. Like we said in the beginning, there's no financial literacy. It ain't been taught.
Hmm.
You feel me?
Exactly. And
It needs to be taught.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
because
so.
we
I'm
can
like,
get the land and sell a quarter of it and still have it. You know what I'm saying? Money come and go fast. It's paper. That's
we
what
got
our culture don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
if we take that land and we not putting some on there where we can generate revenue. If we not building a school on it, if we not building a farm on it, you feel me? Like I said, we got to do something
But
with
that's
it.
what
So
they don't want us to understand
exactly,
and know, like you said.
exactly.
Oh yeah.
And
Again,
like I said,
knowledge.
they're not going to teach us that, bro. They're not going to give us this money to show us how to get at an economic power level like them. They're not going to show us. They're not going to give us this money and then teach us how to open up a store, a liquor store on our block, a gas station on our block. How can we put our money together to open a community grocery store? So now we go in
And
here
it's
and
crazy
buy.
thing that you say that is, you know, they look down upon grocery stores and liquor stores and things like that that been in the community for years because the people that
What?
own those stores knew the economical uh, time. They knew that, okay, I'm gonna get this store, my family is gonna be rich forever.
Yeah, pretty much. And they know that
All I gotta
that
do
that
is sell eggs, milk, and cheese,
that
and my
the
family gonna be rich forever.
on me, because that little money gonna always add up. That's what I'm saying. Little money always add up. Stack them $3. Stack that $2. Do that
Mm-hmm.
200, 300 times a day. You get what I'm saying? You gonna see your paper. You gonna see your paper. They eating good, right?
And
And
see, that's
then
what I feel like our culture don't understand. You know, when it comes to money, it started from pennies. We
from what?
don't, again, they take away our education. We don't understand. It started from pennies.
Oh yeah.
Pennies. Once they figure out how to make a penny, that was currency.
Hmm, real talk. All right. Yeah, appreciate that.
And that's what they take away from us is that, you know, we know how things need to develop. Again, like Kyrie Irving. I'm not mad at him. I'm mad at LeBron. I'm a Laker fan. I'm mad at LeBron. LeBron should have just, man, you should have had his back off top. You should have had his back off top.
Well, LeBron, he had to get it. He the type. He gonna get his info and everything in order. He's gonna come correct. Like he's very punctual.
He's a black
He ain't
man
gonna.
too.
Huh?
Yeah, but
He
you better.
he 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 played with him and won a ring. He knew. He know how he is.
No, but no. I'm not saying he don't know how he is. I'm saying I'm about the whole situation. He had to get his he had to get his
That
make
was
sure his
fake to me.
taxes right.
LeBron did
Correct.
some fake shit. Excuse my language. LeBron did some fake stuff. You don't go and talk about your teammate, about our history, and then your rebuttal is, oh, nobody's just saying nothing about Jerry Jones. Ain't nobody care about that. Everybody knows Jerry Jones is a racist. Period.
So why not talk about it? That's a good conversation. See, that's our problem too.
Everybody
That's
knows
our
Jerry
problem
Jones is
too.
a racist.
See,
He loves niggas.
but you
They making
knocking
money.
that's our
Period.
problem too.
Why would you
knocking
bring that up?
LeBron James.
Hold
You
on, hold
knocking
on.
him right now for doing something good.
Go ahead. Yeah.
No, LeBron was fake for that
How you know that?
because I'm a player.
Me too.
I know. When you have a teammate and you know there's codes, and especially if you know him, nah, bro. You don't say like I don't. No, you don't say nothing at all. You don't say nothing at all. You be like, oh man, I'm sorry, bro. I'm not speaking on that.
And then call your bro after.
You give the Fifth Amendment. You give them the Fifth Amendment.
Hmm. I feel that. I feel where you coming from. I think, yeah, he took a little minute, but you feel me? Again, when you playing with billions of dollars, man, you gotta can't just be out there with the willy nilly. LeBron ain't he know better.
Hey
He
man.
know he ain't trying to get canceled.
Okay, yeah, LeBron ain't about to jump off a bridge because Kyrie want to jump off a bridge. Goddamn it!
No, and
Come
then
on, man.
Kyrie didn't want to.
LeBron wasn't jumping off the bridge. LeBron should have just First of all, if a black man over here telling the world I'm a black man, another black man should be
That wasn't it.
on
No, that wasn't
his.
that wasn't the issue. See, I was see we gotta get our facts right. That wasn't the whole issue with Kyrie.
I hear what you're saying,
I,
LT.
I,
I
I
do.
I understand the issue with that, but still, you shouldn't go publicly saying like I don't agree with what he's saying, or
Big
whatever. Like,
facts. Yeah, I agree with that.
nah,
I can agree with that.
to the point to where you're nigga. The Lakers ain't even won 13, 15 games. Nigga, you ain't even won. Nigga, if Kobe was still alive today, R.I.P. the GOAT, the real one, nigga. And anybody ever talking about, oh, nigga, LeBron over Kobe, I will slap them in their face, nigga, on hood.
On hood. Talk that shit.
LT said you gonna slap him in the face. Hey, bro.
On hood, nigga. Don't you ever put LeBron over Kobe, nigga.
They
I'll
bet now.
slap you, nigga.
They bet now.
On hood. My
LT,
bad. I
no,
digress.
you going in today, bro. Get it off your
No,
chest,
go
bro.
ahead. Yeah, get off your chest,
Yeah,
baby.
No, because like
this
nigga always gonna miss games. Always gonna miss games. Nigga, nigga, no. No. Kobe
man,
wouldn't have it.
look,
Oh,
man,
of
Brian
course
different.
not.
Period.
Brian different, man.
What happened?
My bad.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah, I'm freaking. Yeah, I got kicked out. My bad. But hey, man, I said Brian different, bro. He ain't. He different. He's learning as he goes. That's the thing. You feel me? LeBron is LT. We had the privilege of and Greedy as well. You went to college, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, right. And I know you about to go back from what you were saying. You about to go back to school. So we got the privilege
Yeah. Hell yeah.
of
Got to.
you get what I'm saying. So being educated is a privilege. You feel me? Don't make us better than nobody. I,
Mm-mm.
it don't make us better than anybody, but it is a privilege. And with LeBron has a platform that he uses, and he's been using his platform, but at the same time, he hasn't. Sometimes he spoke too soon. Sometimes he missaid some things, right? Or sometimes he said some things that he said it, but that's not what he necessarily meant. But those was the
Mm-hmm.
best choice of words he could come up with during that time. And so we got to realize that that LeBron James he's a businessman. He has a great business team, right? But he wasn't formally educated. So he's learning to, because he won't shut up and just dribble. You feel me? But now
No, he's not.
he's getting
He's
better
not.
at making these political movements and these political statements. You get what I'm saying? Hopefully he's surrounding himself. He's been surrounding himself with the right people who can give him
Mm-hmm.
that knowledge, those
Mm-hmm.
words to say those type of things. You feel me? So we got to understand. And LT, you and I, we've been in some of the same rooms, having discussions with intellectual minds. You get what I'm saying? Sharpening each other's, whether we debating or whatever the case
Yeah,
is,
yeah,
topic,
yeah.
or you know what I mean. And we also doing our research, right? So we writing research papers, so we seeing what's going on. We paying attention to the news, all these things, right? That just gives us a little more umph, right? So when we talk about LeBron, that's another thing that we got to understand. And I think that's probably one of the reasons why LeBron, like, man, I should have went to college, because that whole it's just a different ball game. You can be wise in the streets, right? You can be wise in business, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you get to that university, man, you involved on that university. You feel me? You're not sheltered away, because a lot of our athletes are sheltered away. But when you evolved on that campus, man, you learn, you pick up the politics quick. You get what I'm saying? It's just like navigating the streets. Um, but it's something that you got to learn. You know what I mean? You learn how to speak. You get around different leaders and things. So we just got to understand that we privileged in that area, man. So we got to cut LeBron a little slack. he got that platform that we don't have, and his voice is heard. You feel me? But we're the ones with that privilege to have been in those situations and just had that experience, man. So we got to cut Bron a little slack. He's still learning the game when it comes to that
Mhm.
aspect. So I'm like Bron.
I
Bron
cut
is
him. I cut him some slack. I cut him some slack, but I can't cut him some slack on his own teammate though. You know what I mean? I can't cut him some
yeah.
slack. That was pretty. You know what I'm saying? Non-involvement. You ain't have to involve yourself in that.
I feel you, but we gotta understand too, man. That they had beef. You feel me? They had the egos colliding, so it ain't like they was the best of friends. You feel me? Brown was trying to little bro Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie was like, "Nah, I'm big, bro. I'm about to go do my own thing." So it's not like they was the best of friends. They won a championship together, but Kyrie thought that was his team. You feel me?
Mhm.
Kyrie think
Mhm.
Kyrie think he a big part of the reason why they won that championship and why LeBron got that championship. And without him,
But see,
Bron
you should
probably wouldn't
never.
win that
You can't little
championship.
bro somebody that wants to be great.
You can't. You can't. But again, see, but that's what I'm talking about, right? And in our community, bro, we all want to be that guy. We all want to be that guy. Well, I'm sorry, they only get a trophy to one person. You feel me? Now, if you up under the right leadership, you're on the right team. Some people know how to do it, bro. But those egos collide, man. And again, it's like take your time. Sometimes you got to take a back seat. That's okay. That don't mean you a leader. That don't mean you not an alpha. That don't mean that you can't run the show. It just means that it's not your show, and you got a role to play. You get what I'm saying? Kobe had to take to Shaq. He had to do that. He had to watch Shaq win the Finals MVP, and he probably thought he was
Mhm.
the Finals MVP.
Mhm.
You feel me? But sometimes it is what it is.
Yeah,
Sometimes
but
you
Shaq,
got
don't
role.
forget, Shaq lost to Houston his rookie year, and after that, he could not win a ring until he met Kobe.
And so what should that tell Shaq?
You cannot be you unless you have somebody.
Come on. And if I'm Shaq, I gotta appreciate that. You feel me? I gotta appreciate that. And if I'm Kobe, I gotta appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
They made themselves better, and the only reason I get on LeBron is because, like, who did he make better?
Hmm.
I'm a Laker fan, die hard. You know, my biggest fan is I'm an Eddie Jones, Nick
Eddie
Van
Jones.
Axel,
Yeah, that was back in the day.
Nick Van Axel, Sasha Vujacic, Eddie George, Shannon Brown.
Hmm.
Who did he make better?
Nah, he didn't make nobody better. He just went out there to win them games. On me, he was. If you wasn't out there to win, you couldn't play with Kobe. He didn't want you on a team. He said, "I go do it by myself," and that's the realest shit ever. All right, you feel me? I had a strength and conditioning coach tell me, he's like, "I don't care what y'all got to do. You feel me? I don't care if the early morning workout at 5 a.m. I don't care what you got to do to get here. I don't know what you got to do to get perked up. I don't know what you got to do to get motivated. You feel me? But I do this shit by my damn self. You feel me? And it is
Man, right?
it
I'll be the
is.
first one in, last one out.
Come on, and if you and my thing is if you're not about that, that's cool. If that's not you, that's cool. I ain't gonna hold you to it. You feel me? But if you really trying to do something, you trying to make a difference, you gonna put that time in. You feel me? And you gonna go above and beyond. Most people ain't trying to do that. If Kobe know that I'm spending hours and hours and hours perfecting my game, and y'all don't care about basketball, why would I give you the ball? This is the
Yeah, you're
Lake
not
Show.
getting the ball.
You're not getting the ball. If you got an opportunity to play with me, Kobe Bryant, Kobe Bean Bryant, and you're not gonna take advantage of that opportunity, bro, that's on you. And
Mhm.
I ain't got no sympathy towards you because I done done it. I done been there back to back 3 times, 3 of them.
Sasha. Bullshit. Every argument I get with when it comes to it, LeBron and Kobe, Sasha Vujacic, man. Sasha,
Yeah,
Shannon Brown,
yeah.
Eddie George.
He didn't make none of them better. But I feel him though. I feel him. And he was getting paid. Give me all the money. They not doing shit. Feel me? Yeah, LeBron
They
was
got
getting
on the Lakers team right now. They have a person named Brian, last name named Brian. Their roster is just it doesn't make sense.
their roster. You said it don't make sense to have a
It
Brian
don't
on
make
the
sense.
roster.
It don't make sense. Their bench, it don't make sense. Their roster, it don't
I
make
mean,
sense.
I just caught up with the highlights. I gotta watch some more Laker basketball. I will do that.
It
So,
don't make sense.
like, but I know Westbrook coming off the bench. I'm happy to see that.
That's, well, that's good because that's what he's supposed to. It's Mr. Triple Double. But at the end of the day, Westbrook
Yeah,
want to win a ring. He want a ring.
yeah. Ego.
Period.
Exactly. He trying to check his ego so he can get a ring. What I did see, I'm gonna speak about the Lakers too, man, because I've been hearing about this head coach. I finally got to see him coach a little bit when I was watching these highlights. AD and LeBron in at the end of the game. They draw up a play. Last play of the game to potentially win it. To win it, they run this weak ass inbound play. I think I don't know who got the ball. Somebody else got the ball, and then I think they tried to get it to LeBron or AD, and AD then put up a whack ass shot. So now I'm like, huh, this is terrible, right? They wasn't running around, it was mediocre. So what I like from coach is they going to the next time out. He gonna drop a play. He said, since both of y'all want to BS out here, I'm gonna draw it up for somebody else since y'all want to act like y'all don't want the ball. Drew it up for old
Mhm.
boy Splash in the corner. You feel me? I know who want the ball. Been on the bench the whole game. Come off the bench, knock down a corner three to win it, or to tie it and send it to overtime. You get what I'm saying? That's when I was like, I like him as a coach because he said, "AD LeBron, y'all want to go out here and BS? Sit down. Don't trip. Don't worry about it. I got this. I know who to get a ball to."
Mhm.
Hmm. And he splashed it. Give me 1 second, fellas.
Had our hands full tonight. We lost against Cleveland tonight.
Well, I'll go ahead and continue what he was saying though. So he splashed it, and what it was is that uh, they didn't have the chemistry. They didn't have that chemistry that they did when they were in the bubble.
They're starting to come down. They're starting to build it now.
You know, again, like I said earlier, it's like being an athlete, playing against people, playing with people, it's a relationship. So you have this relationship with these people.
Hmm.
Again, the sidetrack from NBA, it's just our culture, man. Black people are gold, and we don't know that unless we actually feel it in ourselves. We can get ridiculed every time, all the time. That's just what it is. But we are something better than understand.
Hmm.
And as long as we use our frontal lobe back side to side,
What was that last part?
frontal lobe, frontal lobe, side to side.
LT,
Yes,
greeting.
sir.
Yeah.
I can't hear y'all. I'm about to get off this motherfucker in a second. LT, Greedy.
Yes, sir.
You can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, there we go. You good, Greedy? My bad.
Yeah, you good?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know why I can't hear you.
Hmm.
Yeah, my dog came through today. He had some shit to get off his chest, bro. Oh, so- so-
Yeah, yeah.
I see your mic on, Greedy. I don't know why I can't hear you, bro.
Can you hear me?
Check, 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 check. 1, 2.
Can you hear me?
Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. 1, 2. Check, 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 check.
Oh, dang, that's crazy.
People,
Check, check, check,
What's
check.
good now,
see this.
3D?
1, 2, 1, 2.
I can hear you.
Oh, man. Oh, shit, Greedy. I can't hear you, bro. I don't know what's going on. Let me see.
I can hear you. That's crazy. No?
Check,
No, nada.
Hmm.
Oh, shit, bro.
Hmm.
I think because I had accidentally closed this laptop. Girl, stop. Yay, yay. You playing with fire.
Can you hear me? Mic
Well,
check, mic check.
shit, Greedy. It's good. This episode, we just kind of went off the Richter, man. I would like to get a message from you, though, before we close this out, if possible. But I know shit tripping right now. But Greedy, if you can, yo, because it might be tripping on my end, but your mic still might be good. So if you want to do a little message for the people, please do, man. And give you a little time to give these folks a message before we close this out. If you can hear me, Greedy, hit the
Yeah,
private
I
chat
can hear. Can you
if
hear
you
me?
can. If you heard what
I can hear you.
okay, yep,
Can you hear me?
for sure, you can hear me. Yeah, go ahead. Get the folks a message and then get a thumbs up when you all good, and then we gonna wrap it up and get out of here.
I heard this a few days ago. So it's a quote. It says, "Leaders lead when it's hard, not when it's easy." So if y'all can hear me, leaders lead when it's hard, not when it's easy. We always want the easy way out. We always want to lead and step up when it's easy. You know, everybody want to be a leader when they got a lot of money in their hand. You know, let's lead when we don't have that guap in our hand. Let's lead now when times are hard. You feel me? And that starts with for men. If you're married, you got children. That starts in your household. After that, it goes further on. Young women, young men, dare to be different. Dare to be different. Lead when it's hard. Lead when it's hard. Don't be a follower. Be a leader. That's hard to do right now in this generation. So let's continue to break the generational curses and trust the process, man. Much love.
Yes, sir. Greedy talking to him. You feel me? Appreciate that. We gotta end the day with a message. And we always get a special one from Greedy. So appreciate you, bro. Uh,
Definitely.
Appreciate everybody logging in. We're gonna chop this one up. I know it's a little different one off the Richter. It's all good.
It's all good.
But it was enjoyable. Shout out to my dog LT for joining.
Oh
Appreciate
yeah.
you, bro. Um, and it was cool to kind of switch it up from football a little bit and dive into some other things. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all. Like, share, subscribe. I'm gonna be chopping up reels, posting a lot of things over the next couple
Breathe,
days, man.
breathe easy. Breathe easy. It's the marathon, baby.
You feel me? Greedy, I can't hear you, but y'all heard what Greedy said, man. So, uh, y'all know what to do. But appreciate y'all tuning in next
Already.
week. We're gonna be back at it, man. Try to get Greedy on with my boy Cam, and the rest of the gang. So I think this show, man, is about to get good. We got some folks who really do this, and put a lot of work into it. Greedy, one of the ones that takes it very serious, man. When he came with the notes, I already knew what time it was, so I appreciate you, bro. I want to see what it's like with Cam in the group and having you on there as well, man. Because I think we about to have a solid team, man. Once this
You're
thing
right.
gets where it's supposed to go, man, people going to really enjoy this show, man. I already see what's going. Pat always got a good take, man. Knows football as well, and then we know City, one of the most authentic in the crew, man. He always give his input and got something to say. So yeah, man, we building this. Appreciate y'all. We're gonna keep going, man. It's a marathon. Shout out to the black community, man. We're gonna get there. We're gonna keep organizing, but we gotta trust each other, trust the
That's it.
process, and we're gonna get there. So read a book, uh, try something new, man. You feel me? Read a book, fight a book. That's what we said on the last podcast. Fight a book, man. Take your frustration out on a book, because a lot of free game, a lot of free knowledge in there, man. Or it's gonna cost like $10.99, and it might change your life. So have some conversations. NFL Weekly recap, week 13. Appreciate y'all, number love. Y'all take care. Peace. We out.